Hey everybody, it's Tuesday, July 29th, 2025. It's 10:49 a.m. We're talking about IXHL as usual, IXHL. Let's talk about it. So today overall, we have had a very interesting day. So there was a stop loss raid the moment the market opened, and I'm assuming they did that because they thought that the PR would be released on open as well. But they flushed everybody out. They got it all the way down to 85 cents, and a lot of people were stopped out. And this is why we've been saying the entire time with a stock like this, especially biotech stocks, we've got to have no stop losses and believe in our thesis and believe in and have conviction. And to those that got stopped out, I wish you the best. Do better next time. It's okay. It's tough. It's very tough when you get stopped out like that, and there's a lot of market manipulation. And usually, one of the patterns that I've seen is that whenever there is something that is a global economic stressor, like some kind of events, like the famine in Gaza, or the guy who shot the people in Manhattan in New York City, or the Fed chair pivoting on whether or not he's going to reduce interest rates, and earnings from United Healthcare being a disappointment, and a few others, and big stocks like I guess it's Eli. I don't know which one it is, but it's those Ozempic and other stocks also reporting negative guidance and stuff like that, right? So you have a day like this when you have all these catalysts and all these stressors happening, and then there's other things too. There's some other countries are saying that they're catching up with tariffs, etc. I think it was like it was like manufacturing tariffs are starting to hit certain things as well. So you have these global economic stressors. Again, we're in a biotech. We're in the high risk, high reward trade. And when you're in trades like this that are high risk, high reward, the people who are trading these stocks, this is the first stock that they close their position, especially if Kenneth, good old Kenny, completely, just God knows what kind of criminal laws he's breaking, and just drops the floor suddenly out of nowhere to like 82 cents a share with no logic at all, other than the global economic stressors that he's going to try to use that as a smokescreen. That's what they do, the market makers. They use these global economic stressors. They see that it's already been, there's these negative headlines in the news, and they're going to drop the floor and stop loss raid while we're all reading the headlines and everything. So listen, to all of you that are still in the trade, great, hold. Today's a red day. Take a look at your watch list. Every single stock on your watch list is red today, okay? So it's not the end of the world. There's barcode and pinning happening as well, right? So this, of course, happens before a big event, either a binary event like phase 2 top line results being reported, or a big move up or a big move down. So that's what's happening as well. There's going to be some distributing happening. There's a couple of schools of thoughts as well. So one of the things that I've looked into is that I don't think it's legal for the company to be adding shares to the float right now, until they can't do it until after the phase 2 top line results are released. Okay, so that's I don't know, fact check me on that, right? But if that's a reality and they're not allowed to do that until after the results are released, right? Then and they're following that law, then this is definitely market maker manipulation, A. And B, why wouldn't they want to make all that money as fast as possible, right? So you know, and then the other thing too I've also been looking into is like, you know, I have cognitive distortion. I don't know about you guys. I have cognitive distortion. Cognitive distortion, what that is I've been through a lot in my life, so I have trauma, and I have this negative self-talk in my mind that tells me that the worst case scenario is going to happen. Even though that, like, all of the evidence that I have points to a positive catalyst, my mind still can tell me that something negative is going to happen, something bad is going to happen, right? So the key to that is just for me is identifying that I have that, and then looking at the thesis and looking at, you know, guys, we've been doing this together since April or May, right? Some people before, way before, but like nothing has changed. Like all of the good things that we've been invested in this stock for, and we've been averaging down and buying more shares and, you know, getting these great positions. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Today's the 29th. Tomorrow is Wednesday the 30th. Thursday the 31st is the last day of July. There's a lot of theories going around saying that. Here's my smoothie. I'm about to go take a hike up in the canyons. A lot of the theories are that they are trying to keep it over $1 for to get 10 days in a row, so that they can comply with the listing requirements, right? So that's the main theory going around. That's why they haven't released news, etc. So if that is the case, great. Who knows if that's the case, right? I try to remember that. I really don't know anything. But so if that's the case, and they're trying to keep it up above $1, and then you look at what's happening, how with the market maker pulling out the floor, dropping and stop loss rating, providing more shares to shorts so that they continue to short it, and now you're seeing it barcoded a lot lower. You know, it was barcoding between 115 and 120, $1.20, $1.15, $1.15, $1.20, all day long. And now it's going between like 101 and 105, 101, 105, 101, you know. And I think what they want to do is, obviously what they're going to try to do is try to get the stock to close at 99.9 cents, under $1, right? So that they can create more fear and panic, so that you'll sell your shares after hours, etc. So the last thing I'll say is that, you know, this catalyst is coming. The thesis hasn't changed. The evidence is still the same. Why would the company nuke their stock and just do something as stupid as not releasing the results in July without any notification? If they were going to do that, they would have already told us by now. They would have already made an announcement like last week and said, hey, there's going to be a delay, looks like August or something like that. No, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. The results will be good. Hopefully they'll be really good. And the catalyst that we've all been waiting for is still going to happen. All the evidence points to it. Everything they're doing, it points to it. So unless this is like, listen, the only other way that something could go wrong is like this guy and this company has been working for the last 7 years on the biggest con game ever, and that's not the case. It's a good company. It's a real company with real drugs and real things in the pipelines. Patents, we saw some patents come out yesterday, July 24th. They have a cannabidiol patent, so it's going to help people be able to inhale cannabis. It's something about the oil, like MCT oil and cannabis, etc. They patented that, so they're moving right along. Of course, the company can't say anything. So there's material information. They've already said that they were going to release phase 2 clinical trial top line results in July. It's July. We got 2 more days left. They're going to release the results, because if they didn't, they're going to be facing a massive lawsuit for insider trading, manipulation, fraud. Leading shareholders, and it would be the worst thing. Like, why would you do that for your reputation, right? Actually, this feels a lot better to talk about this with you guys, because, for myself, like I said, I suffer from cognitive distortion. I suffer from a a narrative and that tells me like the worst thing is going to happen, but it's not. So again, today is Tuesday, July 29th. It's 10:59 a.m. I'm not sure where the stock price is right now. When I last looked at it, it was like 1.0250. The last thing I'll say is, for all you new people that have a decent sized position, and you're like, what do I do? What do you do? And you spend your whole day thinking about like, what do I do? What do I do? I don't know how to do this. When do I exit? What do I do? What's the price? What's going to be? We don't know. We don't know what the price is going to be, right? We know what we do know is they got a $100 million offering. They've already extracted $13 million out of that offering. That leaves, I don't know, 87 million that they can dump into the surges, right? So they will certainly do that. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. At what price are they going to do it? You know, by the looks of level 2, it looks like anywhere above 1.50, they're going to start doing that. I'm giving you some valid information to research on your own. This is not financial advice, but look at level 2, right? And the reason why I'm saying this is, you know, this is a biotech company. This is a biotech play. They got he's told you we have $100 million at the market offering. They certainly are going to dump shares into their surges. That's why we also know that the surge is coming, right? Because why would they do a $100 million offering with bad news? There's no point in doing that, right? So the good news is coming. They will dump shares into it when it happens. So what I'm going to speak for myself. This is not financial advice. I set tiered limit sell orders all the way up. My tiered limit sell orders start around 1.25. They go to 1.45, 1.65, 1.85, and on and on and on, all the way up to $5. And I have them at like 1,000 shares, 2,000 shares, 3,000 shares, you know, and they're already set. They're good to cancel and they're set. So when this rocket takes off, yeah, I'm going to be, my orders are going to be selling into those surges. And hopefully, you know, I make it all the way to $5, you know. Look, it's not financial advice. You have no idea. This thing could be like drug. It could go to $20, $32, you know, in one day. Or it could, you know, go to $1.85 and they dump 100 million shares in there at one, you know, in 5 minutes, and it gets stifled down to nothing, and then everybody takes profit and leaves. That could also happen. So protect your investment. This is about making profit and taking profit. And the only way to do that in a stock like this is A, no stop losses, B, turn off share lending and stop using Robinhood, and C, set tiered limit sell orders. You're not going to be able to catch the top, you know. This has not been financial advice. This has just been my opinion. It's for entertainment purposes only. I'm doing the hands thing again. I hate when people do the hands thing. Can't stand it. I also, what else don't I like? I also don't like anyone that whose name on their TikTok page is Jenny Trades, and she's not following anyone, or Susie Trades, but meanwhile they want to tell you everything, right? Listen, I follow back, okay? So you guys follow me, I follow you back. That's how I roll. And whatever happens in the next 24 hours, hopefully we all make a lot of money. And you know, just understand. Look what we're up against. We got Kenny, we got Citadel. He's gonna drop the floor on us and try to scare the shit out of us. It's gonna be boom and back up again, right back up again. I wish you guys all the best. Go out, have some fun, go for a run, go to the gym, go to the movies, and don't worry, we're in a winner, right? We're in a winner. And if not, then I'll be organizing a class action lawsuit. Have a great day, guys. All right, see you soon.